I recommend muting the stream once I send you the link here. And then this also backs up as a VOD for you. So there's that. Oh, I'm gonna get comfortable because I feel like I'm gonna be here for a minute. Alright, I think I gotta turn you up just a hair so I can hear you a bit better real quick. Yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I have not watched this replay since we've played it, so we are going through this together. Yep, I've been busy myself. That you might not need to jump for. He he's not really going to do anything with that. What's he going to do? With this ball that's coming up, really, what is threatening about this? What is threatening about this position? Right? You don't have boost. That ball is going here. What's he doing? Like, he's the threatening guy. He's not really going to do anything with this ball. Right? So you don't necessarily have to go for this. Because I'm also there to, you know, play anything that might happen. And that's what I was going to bring up, is if you just look backwards, like click your rear view camera just for a quick second, you'll see that that's not a threatening position. Because even if we go back there, sorry, I was turning you up again. In your immediate rear view camera, there's nothing threatening. And you'll see that as it turns around, right? So you don't really have to go there. Even if you take a quick peek left, right? And you just snap left real quick. He's not he's not going anywhere. Right? Right? And I can get back. I can still see he's not really going to do much with this. He might, and if he does, okay, good for him. But if you just stay grounded, you can play that 50. Or even just jump here, right? Because that ball comes out here, right? You can play that just a little bit slower. You've got the time to play that slower. Right, just being mindful of, you can see that guy immediately, and he's over here with no boost. He's not going to challenge a ball that's up here. And if he does, well, okay, he's dumb. He's not he's taking himself out of the play. So good. And when you see this guy over here going for this mid boost, you know he's going to be a minute getting there. Right? Like he's not just going to teleport and be like, "Oh, boom, I'm here. I'm going to challenge you." He can't. Like it still takes some time. So like you've got time that if you literally just stay grounded, stay there, you can play that. Just hit that off the back wall, right? That's an easy ball to touch with 20, 30 boost. Right? A little bit of patience because like, it's not needed. And then like here, just stay here. You don't need to come into this corner with me so aggressively because you come all the way with me. That's not ideal, right? If he gets a good pop this way and it's not ideal, right? Right, like you've got no time to play on that ball and he's just gonna put that in our net. Typically, if he can get, or heaven forbid, this goes like a poor 50, right? So stay here while the play's in the corner. Position yourself car this way. That way the net's in front of you, right? It's easy to make a save going this way. It's hard to make a save going this way, right? So this is back post. This is the next step I was gonna say. Ideally, you sit here. Because if anything starts to come challenging you that's threatening this low corner slowly, you can just drive up and deal with that, right? And like this is ideal because you can see a lot more too. Right. I don't know if it's bad faith in your teammate because worst case scenario, even if I lose that ball's just gonna roll up this wall. And if you're sitting here, double jump, clear it. All right, so okay, let's position for worst case scenario. Like if you really want to play lack of trust in teammates, this is where you want to be. Legitimately, this is where you want to be even if you trust me here. Because if I win this and I just take advantage, you can just start driving up mid being ready for a pass. Right? It's not necessarily just about defensive, like this creates a quick counterattack. Because if I can take this ball up here and just yeet it out this way for you as you're driving up here, you're gonna beat them. Right, like worst case scenario, one of them's back. Now you're in a one-on-one. Okay, I'm coming with you. It's a two-on-one. Like, Yeah, like even here, he's behind you. He's out of this play. And that's directly in your rear view. So like it's just a little bit more awareness at times, right? Yeah. And what's behind you is just as important as what's in front of you. Oh, thanks, baby. Thanks. Um, yeah, so right here, I'm demoed. You can challenge this. Like, this is your ball to take control of. Trust that I'm coming mid to support you, because I can still get back up the court pretty quickly. And without seeing, like, expecting you to have done something up there, I kind of preemptively get too far upfield, right? Because I'm expecting here, I'm thinking you're 50ing that ball, honestly. Because why shouldn't you, right? And that comes with times too, right? Like that's something that like everyone says no one practices 50s. So if you don't go for the 50 ever, how are you going to practice it? If you never 50 this ball, how are you going to learn how to 50 this ball when you need to 50 this ball? Because you're right, there is times to fake challenge, but there is also times where you kind of have to challenge. Because we can keep pressure here. They don't have control of this yet, right? They're not, they haven't gone for that. They still haven't gone for that. Now he goes. You had time to maybe even take that ball for yourself. Possibly. Right? Like, just be a bit more aggressive because now you're first man. Your job is the ball. I I think you kind of break. No, well, you don't break, but you definitely don't speed up. And then you're just, yeah, buying time, which is fine, but if, at some point you just got to challenge earlier. That ball you don't need to touch. You can probably get back quicker, but like I'm not gonna hate it because you do kind of just drive straight back. But I have control of that, right? And this just comes down to awareness, right? Like, you don't fully know what my intention is here. I could be trying to take that to the wall. I could be trying to control that for a bang. I could be just, I've got options at this moment because he's not challenging me. Why hit this towards our goal, for one? Like, if you're gonna hit this ball, this is the wrong angle to come at. That's shooting on our net, not saving the ball from our net. That you could give the guy who's directly to your right a great pass, even if you do hit that off the backboard, because that's what he wants you to do, is put that up high, right? Because he's where he should be. This is exactly where he should be sitting in this moment. Well, he's staying up. He's being aggressive. He doesn't want to challenge that ball. But in case something happens, because he can see that that's not a great thing for us, right? Why go all the way back to defense? Why buy time? Why not just wait and see what happens here? Like, okay, you don't hit this ball. Okay, he can drive up and challenge and buy his teammate time. Okay, you do hit this ball. Well, you just gave him a great pass, right? He doesn't have to do anything from here, right? So went for control over that side because, well, we can't go there, right? You're not challenging that quickly. I committed to my play thinking you were going to leave me alone. So, like, we're kind of stuck here. They can have that, unfortunately. Now I'm there, right? There is absolutely nothing you can do other than sit back post at the moment. Maybe grab this pad and go back post so you have boost to get up and save something. But, like, you can just sit back post here and hopefully I can make something out of this. Because I do have boost. Alright, sometimes it's about recognizing who should challenge this play and who shouldn't. And this really isn't your play to challenge because what do you have to challenge compared to me? Even so, like, even if we go back to this play for a second and just focus on my view. I beat him. I don't see you going ever because I expect you sitting here. Oh, my mic was off. That explains it. So with this in mind, that pad, this pad, and then come over here. And now you're ready for something on offense. I get being defensive and not trustworthy. This keeps you aggressive and keeps us aggressive as a whole. Because now you can see me leave, you can go. Because I'm going to get behind you. Right? So right idea, just can do it slightly better in case some other things happen, right? Don't hate the control. That's unfortunate. Probably would just leave that afterwards. Like, but by the time you're here, there's probably not much you can do. Could probably annoy one of these guys. You're kind of past the play at this point, right? Try and annoy him and just rotate. I'll come up. You see me come, like I'm mid flip. I'm coming, right? I should already be closer. That's on me. Ignore my positioning there. I should already be up here somewheres. So that when you do peel off of this, I can just get up here quicker, because that is my next ball to touch. Because you're already, because you end up having to go behind me anyways, right? Oh, boost pathing, my friend. Boost pathing. Grab that one, grab this one. Keep coming, grab this one. Zag back, grab that one. Because now you're here. And that ball's yours. Right? Right. See, like you've got 45. You'll have 57. Right? Get 60 up front. So yeah, you've got a lot of boost. That is your ball for an open net. Then you probably don't need to come in here. I get it, but it makes me hesitate. That was a good, decent shot. These guys just played good defense. I like the patience there. I like all of that, honestly. What, here? I don't hate waiting here, because they can't create much power. Now you're playing decent shadow defense. It's not great, but it's decent shadow defense. Because they can't do a lot here, right? They're not gonna boom this over you. All you're doing is buying me time. You're finding your moment, right? There's your moment. And you turn, you take it. Like, I don't hate what happened there. I honestly love what happened there. Like that better than probably what I can do, honestly. Go. I'm out of the play. You've got to start buying time. You gave him that ball. I can nitpick my own gameplay like this too, honestly. Either go for that or don't. Because if you just commit to that and take that mid boost on your way, that's your ball. But you don't. You kind of half commit to it and he just beats you. By the time you're here, you have to stay back. You can't go that way. Not really. Again, just slight positioning defense, like changing. This is much more comfortable. Right? That you can jump up for and block whatever he wants to do. Between the both of us, that's not going in. Right? We can cut off both of his angles. I can cut off high, you can cut off low. That's not going in from here. You've got 20 boost. Ideally, you would have 32. Because, you know, that one's right there. Or this one's right here. Grab one of those two pads. And then just come here. By the time he's here, you just gotta double jump. Right? If he wants to hit that down below me because I'm playing back wall, because I play the high shot, and in that moment, like, he can't shoot that there. But if he does get above that, right, that's going underneath of me. I can't take away all of his options. You're not taking away any from where you are. Even if you stay grounded here, right, and just play him being above that shooting down, right? At least you're here for when he hits that down. Ever so slightly. We work out just fine, but like that, as you rank up, that will be a problem. That was just pretty. I want to watch that again. was like, that's just decent play with low boost. Cheat up. As we rank up, doing this isn't ideal. Come up, come cheat. See how that's a 50? He's closer already, even though he's barely cheating. He's gonna beat you to that ball. So, so here's my philosophy on kickoff goals. If your teammate gets like scored like, ugh, if you're cheating up on your teammate's kickoff and that ball goes in your net, that's not your fault. You know what I mean? So if you're cheating up and that ball flies in our net, that's not your fault. That's a poor kickoff. That's a poor 50. That's on me. The goal of a 50 is to create possession and create a boost advantage off kickoff. A common misconception is that kickoffs are random. Kickoffs are very, very predictable and very outcomeable. Right? So from here, I can see how he's going to hit that. Right? I'm not really committing into that. I'm creating a 50 hoping you're behind me, really. Because that does go slightly in our favor, right? And if you cheat up any bit aggressively, that is our ball to take. Instead, he's ahead of you. Yeah, he's got no boost. You can beat him to that, but like we ideally we can create something better there. Grab that boost, please. Ignore that ball for a second, grab that big boost. Steal that boost on them. Steal that big boost. What's he? He wants that boost bad. Very bad. You give him that boost, you're giving him power. You're giving him what he wants. He committed to getting that 100 over pathing better. In the end, it worked out exactly as he wanted. He got control over that ball for a second. That's exactly what he wants to do. He's hoping to demo you, take control of that for his teammate, because that's a decent shot opportunity. Right, I can't really challenge that. The only, like, that goes in, like, And I did everything I could. Right? Like I saw the pass. I was already booking it back, trying to get back. Like from here, that ball is yours, that boost is yours. I come this way, thinking you're just going to be able to pop that mid for me. Right? Instead, he gives it a light pop to his teammate. And like, if you just go. Like you don't even have to go quick, you just have to go. You know what I mean? Do something, right? Even if you go, even get in his way, maybe he doesn't get the touch he wants, right? If you steal this boost on him, you at least you best like worst case scenario, you steal that boost on him, you get demoed by him, he slows down for a second, he gets thrown off, maybe he doesn't get that pass, but you're already back now. You know what I mean? That's what we call a demo rotation, right? It denies them of the boost. Okay, you got demoed. Okay, now you're back on defense. Right? Like worst case scenario there, you get demoed. Cool. Like still trust that I'm gonna do everything that I can off of this, which I do. But let's do some counting here for a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're spawned. Worst case here, you are spawned in. There's a chance you can save that ball, right? So like worst case scenario, getting demoed there isn't the end of the world. Why are we boosting for this? Why are we going for this? I thought that in game too. Legitimately, do we know kickoff strategy, like how kickoffs work in twos and left goes? Left always goes. Left left always goes unless stated otherwise. I still like that you go, but you don't have to boost here, right? Still drive up, but don't boost, right? Like you can still cheat. It's still fine because you kind of see the advantage of being up there if you don't turn back. If you're here but turned forward with your nose still pointed towards the play because yet again their teammate didn't go, you've got momentum, you can probably win this ball. Carry that momentum to the side boost, go win that ball. Instead, you take off ball cam. This guy is going to do something. And by the time you look back, okay, yeah, you're in time. He's kind of slow. He could have, like, by the time you look back, he's already making an attack, right? And I didn't go. Because I go for kickoff, my immediate next thing is to get boost of sorts. My momentum landed me there, thinking you were going for this ball. I go grab that boost. Just to be a thief. And that keeps me aggressive because if you're going for that ball, right? That's a I'm there for a pass. I'm there for a 50 that goes mid. I'm up and I'm there. I'm doing something. You just gave them everything. Works out, but like it won't as we rank up. Yet again, just be more aggressive. Be a little bit more aggressive with that. Like that's still your ball here. You can roll that up the wall and get that out mid. Like if you just drive at the ball this way. Oh, oop. Like the ball goes there. You can just pop that mid, right? Because again, you're fighting for this ball in the corner. You're in their corner, what have you. I'm just waiting for you. I'm just waiting. And that's the advantage of that positioning too, right? Like you can see, like, okay, I'm here, I'm waiting for a pass, I'm ready for something to happen. Okay, things don't go well. Okay, well, I'm still aggressive enough to do something and keep us going. See, I like that. I like keeping the pressure, the patience. Bump him. Do something to him. Bother him. RS Wick. Just turn into him. Bother him. And then you can bother him too on your way through. Possibly, maybe. Maybe maybe he hears you, maybe he gets disturbed. Maybe you actually bump him off this ball, right? Just disrupt. Be a nuisance. Because then I can just stay back, right? If you bump him and bump him, I can either turn and take the free ball you give me. If nothing happens, I can still go back. Like, I have options, right? I haven't committed to anything, you don't go, so I go. That's what happens there, essentially. Yeah, I don't hate that. You probably could have gone quicker, but I don't hate going there. You don't, I don't, what, the save, or? Um, I mean, if you're back here already, arguably you should be a bit more middle and rotating more back post. Yeah, just slightly different positioning. And then if you're over here when you turn, you already have that better angle. Because you see how you dip wider to get that better angle? If you just took the better path in the first place, you don't have to turn wider. You can just go. And then here, you see me with boost, right? I'm coming up the field. I have a lot of boost. I'll probably be full by the time I get up. You don't have to go for that ball. Right, with 30 or 40 boosts, there's not a lot of options you have. And we have time. We have a lot of time. So not even necessarily back, but if you just look left, you'd see he's there. If you had looked back any earlier, you'd probably seen he was behind you. Because he's behind you that whole time. So, yet again, just a little better awareness, you realize you don't have to go for this ball, and I can get a better shot off than you from the positioning in boost, right? I see how this is tempting. I do. Don't dive. It is very tempting. I am not gonna lie. Because by here you're like, okay, well we've got a goal. Okay, it doesn't go in, but boy, that looks free, doesn't it? It's not. Well, here's the general rule of thumb I tend to stick to. There is 3 people on that goal line. Do you really want to make it 4? Because I don't have momentum here. You committing and them getting a powerful shot or anything, because now we're struggling. Now we're in a bad position. We're both ahead of the play. This is terrible. As we rank up and as power shots become a thing, this guy has a decent chance of beating you to that ball and just booming that on net. So, yeah, it's very tempting. I totally get it. Patience. Pro Probably would have been partway through or like late this game because you mentioned it the next game. But like if you just don't go here, that's still playable. You can buy the time for me, right? That gets very difficult to deal with. We get lucky, in my opinion. That's all luck that we don't get scored on here. That's very lucky. Here, you need to be going. We have an advantage. If you go, it's 2-on-1. You still need to be going. Like, you see me leave, you have to be going. I think that's the biggest thing I can say is just knowing when to be patient and when to go. Decent enough shot. We can make them better, but that boost is gone. We just need to get out of here. Rotating through the ball's a no-no. Too many things can go wrong here, right? Rotating through the ball like this. I can't fully commit to this because I don't know if you're going for that or not. Right? You turned with that. I can't go. I end up going because I have to because I hope you're just going to go through the ball. But, like, I couldn't go. You know what I mean? Oops. Hit the right buttons. I like the patience. Probably could have played it a bit more corner, but that's fine. I like the idea. Where? With the shot, or? Here? It's hard to say, honestly. Because, like, I'm not really gonna dive for that. So, like, you're doing the right thing by still being there. .50 just goes poorly. It happens. Just rotate wide. Don't really need to stay under that, necessarily. Because you're blind as to what's happening. So yet again, just awareness, right? If you just keep coming this way, if they can aerial, that's a shot, for one. Right? Works out. But, like, if they can aerial at all, that's going to be a shot. I like the idea. I can't, I won't fault mechanical errors. I think that's just where being more mid comes in handy. Because you can see right there, I pop that, hoping that you're a bit more mid. Because if you were, that's your ball. All I can say, all I can say is keep an eye out for where I am, right? I have a better angle on this to challenge. Just keep coming, right? Like I was kind of intending on taking a little bit of control there because they let me. To be honest, I like the aggression that makes them do something. Yet again, just be more mid. Like it's positions like these. I just want you to become best friends with this boost pad. Get to know everything about this boost pad. Get intimate. Love it. You said, yeah, like you've got so many options here. Because as you saw earlier, okay, well the 50 goes poorly, just quickly turn and deal with it, right? Like you're already up here as opposed to back there. Like you're still in a generally okay area. Like I'm not gonna chastise you for being here as opposed to there, because at least you're not back there. But as we're, getting here, like you really got to be here. You're quick enough to move over here and deal with whatever spills while I rotate here and we try to keep possession, right? See, I like what you're doing here. You can keep going though. Look, that's still your ball to go after. Makes right? Make make something happen here. Commit, take that boost pad too, right? Like you've got boost. Cool. You can use all of that boost to go steal that boost and then make a play on that ball, right? He almost had, and he was further away than you, right? Again, you just gotta go. I think this is a three's habit of touch and leave. But like that's still your ball. Yeah. There's a lot of times in twos where you're doing two of the three man's roles, right? Where they're your first and second man, or your second and third man, right? So you've kind of got to balance, okay, what's the best position here? Because, like, yeah, you're first man on this position. I've got to balance being up there for the pass and back there on defense in case things go wrong, right? Your sole job's first. I'm playing second and third. So I'm still expecting you to go for this ball. You turn away from it and just give it to them, right? Because what am I going to be able to do here before they can, right? Like that is always your ball to still go challenge and do something with. Like you can take this up the wall. You've got options here. Like if you just go for that because he doesn't have boost, do something. I like the cut in. That one you might not necessarily need to cut for. Yeah, I'm still in that play. Right? Like I can still do something from where I am there. So really just keep rotating back post. Because if they do take a good shot from there, at least you're back here, right? If they get a good shot off now, we're kind of screwed. Like this is their one moment to get a good shot. Because in a second or two, like you're there and I could be there, but like if you just came back post, we can cover a lot of that more easily. Instead of both of us covering the ball. Because there's let me get this to right here. Think of having a cone shortly out in front of your car. Going, this is the area I can cover immediately, right? This is the area I can cover immediately. There's an overlap there, right? We don't want that. We really should not be overlapping what we can cover. That makes sense. Like in a position like this, right? Like it's one thing if we're both immediately covering the net because of something that's happening right there, right? But in a position like this, in 90% of the positions you're going to find yourself in game, we really shouldn't be covering the same immediate vicinity. So even worst case scenario, I can still turn on that a lot quicker than you can. He's not going to do much. He doesn't have boost. If he wants to do something, well, it's going to take him time, and I can reposition. I am trying to buy you time. For you to have time to come here. Right? Oh, that just hurts. My mans. My mans. Will this get you to work on shooting if I just go through this like 4 or 5 times? Like, you have so much time right here. So much time. And you have so much boost. By the time this happens, you need to get back a bit. By the time we're here, you need to start getting out of here. This turn in, yet like that fake turn in, like all 4 of us are on their goal line again, essentially. And like you see how scruffed that is for us to get back and deal with that. I get this bump, thank God. If he had the time that I didn't let him have, right? I get him here. He's all sorts of messed up. And then I cross him up again there. I just bought us like 3 seconds, possibly. Which is all I needed, right? Yet again, knowledge. And like just keeping an eye for your teammate. Well, even if you just quickly look behind you or to your right, you see I'm still here. Keep going this way. Stop this auto cam crap. Get that touch. Great. You, to me, I see the fact that you committed going this way, right? You've left that play, in my opinion. Commit to that, right? Because if you come sit over here, see what we created? right? Right? Like if you kept your momentum for just a hair longer, right? Because you turn it, you turn back. You had plenty of time to just sit there. And then, yeah, maybe slot that. But yeah, I like the challenge. That's not yours to go for. I have decent choices here. Because as he, you know, it hurt me to get bumped. I'm not gonna lie. Like, no, it's fine. But like, I've got options here because if he jumps and misses that ball, I've got the net. If he does hit that ball, I just commit to going a little bit higher. And boy, that looks like a car crash. Because not only do you double commit to this, you double commit poorly. If you're wondering what mistakes I have made that led me to this decision, three. Exactly three. No, but like that's just not your ball to go for, really. I have all the momentum in the world to deal with that. I'm closer to that right there. Just stay here, wait and see what happens. You've got so much vision. We have a 2-on-1. Why are we rushing this? All right, he's uncomfortable. He might whiff that. Okay, he gets a good touch up. Aerial and score it. Got no reason to dive for that ball. Or that one. What are we going to accomplish here? Sure, you've got 100. They're both back. And, like, there's not much space to do anything. And I'm up. Also trying to just do what I can because I was already back wall. We're going to freeze that one for him. Because that's an open net. That's open. That's free. We survived a murder. If you're gonna go here, just take that corner. Yeah. If you're gonna just if you're gonna take this type of pathing, commit a little deeper and take their corner. Because this pathing here is doing you absolutely no good. You either path to this, or you just path here. It's amazing how boost pads on the floor tell you how to rotate. Like if you're here and you need to get back post, you just take this pathing and then you pick up 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72. Right? Like break down the field however you want to break it down, right? If you're like, say your car is here and you need to get back post, right? There's a boost pad there. 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 They literally map everywheres for you to get wherever you need to go. And I'm working on this myself. So like, but it's mapped out everywhere you need to rotate. That yeah, if you're gonna rotate that deep into the corner, do yourself a favor and them a disservice of taking that boost. All in all, man, really solid gameplay. Like, legitimately, really solid gameplay. Uh, I mean, I'm going to give you a quick summary of things I think you can work on. Uh, because, like, I'm not seeing anything mechanically that I'm like, oh, hey, work on this. I mean, like I said, work on hot potato drills and, like, bounce dribbles and that sort of thing so you can get more comfortable with that. Um, like, I don't see a need to be like, oh, hey, you need to be able to do this, that, or the other thing. Like work on your shooting, your power shots. Like that's killing me. Like we'll go. I'll replay that shot 6 more times if I have to. Yeah, I will leave the power shot pack for last week's training or last month's training comp in the review I drop. because it will help. Um, I still recommend a like a hot potato type drill just to get used to getting that ball control. Because like you don't need to be able to dribble the ball on top of your car, but if you can be able to do something, I can see places where it could have created opportunities for you. Yeah, offensively, I can't say much. Back post, back post, back post, and then, like I said, get very familiar, very familiar with this little boost pad. I want you to know everything about this boost pad, who it's friends with, who it hates. Because you could see there was points just by me being in that one position while you fight in the corner, right? It gives you so many options. So like if we've got offensive possession and there's something happening in their corner, get very friendly with this man. Shot opportunities, aggression. I need to rotate out of the corner. Well, you can rotate in quickly. You know, it opens up options, right? Whereas if you're sitting, back here and a play does spill out up there, what are you doing from here, right? Because all in all, defensively, I can't say that you're leaving too many opportunities on the field. Do they happen? Sure, but like most of it can be fixed by just sitting in the back post, letting the action happen and come to you, rotating to this back post, getting in slightly better positioning for a few different things. You know, because you're sitting here when you could be sitting here, or you're sitting here when you could just be sitting here. You're sitting here when you could just be sitting here. Why sit in all these different positions? And like the one I hate the most is we're fighting in that corner and you're sitting like this. Because what happens if they pass the ball mid? Heaven forbid they put the ball here. Unless you are Rawas, you are not saving that. So just become friends with the back post. Be, if when applying offensive pressure, become a bit more friendly here. And really, there's not a whole lot differently I would apply. Like I said, your coverage, making sure you're just not overlapping too much with your teammate. Your awareness, making sure you're just aware of what people are trying to do. Um, you're gonna hate me for this. Do you play ones? Now, the reason I say this is because you can go into ones and practice watching what your opponent's trying to do, right? Get used to, okay, yeah, the ball's on this trajectory. Okay, what are they doing, right? Well, and that's just it, right? Like, I'm not even saying go in to grind once, but as a way to, A, get used to paying attention to what the people do as opposed to the ball, you're going to be able to do it in a less damaging environment, too. And yet again, ones is the best place to get time with the ball. Because all of this is just me coming from watching what everyone's doing, right? I know where the ball's going. That ball's going to the corner. It's going to bounce off the back wall. It might bounce, someone might touch it, right? Ghost Ray's kind of committed to an aerial there, so he might touch the ball. I'm assuming Rask is going to stay grounded. I don't know what you're doing yet. I'm going because I see you driving out. Really, this should be my ball because in this position for you, that's the other thing that I'm going to mention now. You're here. You've left that play. Bump him, do something. Right? You've left this ball. You're done here, right? Get aggressive. Buy me time to get to that ball. Let that ball come out and then by the time it comes out, if you bump him and bump him, maybe I've got an open net. If you bump him, he doesn't want to commit so hard because now he's really stuck, right? He's fairly comfortable at the moment because his teammate has that ball. But if you bump him, well, now he's kind of going, oh crap. Instead, I see you turn, right? I don't even really watch the ball at this point. I know where the ball's going, but I see you turn, which is why I stop, right? Someone's got to not double commit. And at this point, it's on me to not double commit because I'd be driving into you, even though you cut me off, right? Yeah, I'm just watching him. What is he doing? What is he? I'm not even really caring about where the ball's going. Is he doing anything with it? All I am doing here is trying to see if he's going to touch that ball. That ball's going to fall. Is he going to touch it, though? Probably not. And he doesn't. Right? Like, so just little things like that, right? All in all, you play a pretty solid game, and like I could see us being able to queue ranked together. Like, like, like there's not a lot outside of like just basic positioning issues, which well, that's all easy to fix. I mean, in general, I can pick almost any time in this game, and I'm not going, hey, why are you here? Right? There's no, like, out of all these points in this game, there's never a point, really, where it's, oh, why are you in this particular position? Why are you so far out of this play, right? Generally, positioning wise, it ain't bad. There, like, two or three things positionally, a couple of things mechanically, and I think you'll be more than solid. Look, I'll be honest with you, mechanics take forever. I have 1,500 hours in this game, and of that, 800 is in training. And it's still not enough. You'll get there. It just takes time. Posi Positionally alone, you can get diamond, if not champ. I do. Uh, Take it from me, who's in that grind to champ. Like I comfortably sit high diamond 2, low diamond 3 if I just grind, right? Like you don't necessarily need mechanics. Like you've played a few games with me. I'm not doing anything fancy. Simple things, sure. Like you need to be able to hit the ball hard. You need to be able to, control the ball at times. But like you don't need flip resets. You don't need air dribbles. You don't need double taps. Eventually, do you need to learn how to flick? I mean, yeah, it comes handy, but I still don't know how to do that consistently. So, like, I don't think you need that stuff because, like, in my opinion, a bounce dribble is more deadly than a flick, and it's easier to learn. If there's a dribbling technique I'm going to stick people to, it's going to be along the lines of bounce dribbles because they're so versatile. Well, and that's just it, right? Like you can create height, you can stop the height, you can go left, you can go right. You can do literally whatever you have space and the imagination and the ability to do with that. It's 11. I gotta get going here soon. Um, yeah. Yeah, no, man, it's all good. Everything that I'm basically saying now is pretty much going to be in the summary anyway. Um, oh, believe me, I knew we were only going to get through one. Um, because I know I'd rather sit here and take the time and sit here and just let's critique it. Let's go through everything that I can find. I might not say, hey, let's work on everything that I find, but this is everything that I can find in your game, right? Um, like I said at the start of this, you've got the pleasure. This is a VOD. The stream will be up on my channel. It's not going anywhere. So if you just want to go back and watch this, feel free. Like, I gain nothing from that. I'm just, it's how I can get the live replays done, and you get the benefit of it being a VOD afterwards. Um, so it has been a pleasure. If anything comes up, don't be afraid to reach out to me or whatever. I'll help you out however I can. No, not a problem. Yeah, I'm gonna write up that review tonight and close that ticket, so you should get a link to the whole chat history once that's done. And yeah, you take it easy. We will see you around, and hopefully I see you pass me soon. Pass me in rank soon.